We focus on document processing in insurances as well. And it's a big problem. It has been talked about before. Companies are getting thousands of claims per month, and also application forms and various other documents. And complications, most companies talk about expensive operations. But what we have seen is that that is just part of the problem. The more exciting part is that there is significant upcoding and fraud, and as people working in insurance, you are intimately familiar with the problem, and these excessive payments are an even a bigger problem, and customer satisfaction or lack of customer satisfaction due to slow processes is another major problem. And we solve this with deep learning. To be more precise, what we bring to the table is, first of all, unparalleled automation. But we are not just focusing on getting data from documents. That's the first thing that we do. But after that, we are also taking that data, processing it to identify things like duplicate documents, fraudulent documents, or coverage levels. And we are also quite confident about our document extraction capabilities as well. I'll get into that in a bit. The technology is proven. We work with 2 out of top 10 global insurers, the big 4, and there is as little risk in our purchase as there can be, because we are offering a volume-based model with success-based pricing. So if you don't get a high automation rate, you don't pay. And you pay as much as you use us. This ensures that our incentives are completely aligned. And finally, we are really focused on implementing things fast. Whether it's on-prem, cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, our API-first architecture allows us to deploy within weeks. I've worked at McKinsey for more than a decade. I've seen many technology solutions, but I don't recall seeing a solution that we could implement within a month that could result in multi-million savings. And at Hypatos, we are able to do that. What does the technology do? I mentioned that we first convert images into structured data. I'll be showing a simple example, but we work with scan documents, complex documents, hundreds of pages, etc. And once the document is converted in JSON or XML, we validate it, identifying things like fraud. And after that, we enrich the data. We assign coverage levels, or if there are expenses within the item that need to be evaluated by a human being, we make sure that it's routed correctly to a human. And for the human in the loop, we have a very easy to use tool, and we have APIs and system integration components to get this up and running in an enterprise ready manner within weeks. And as I mentioned, regarding deployment, we are quite flexible. Let's quickly see how the technology works. I'll be showing a couple documents. So first of all, I'll be showing an invoice from an auto garage, and secondly, the same invoice, but in the German language. So also showing a bit of our language capabilities. We deal with East Asian languages as well as all languages using the Latin script, and we are quite transparent. You can just go on our website, click contact, and then you will be seeing some of our models right there by filling out this form. And here you can see the first document that I sent out. So this is in English. I have chosen an invoice here from a service provider. But what is a bit more interesting is I can also show a document from an auto garage. I have selected a bit different document, just a regular invoice, but I think in this case the garage invoice is going to be a bit more relevant. And we will see that from a single document, we extract tens of data points, and it includes all sorts of details. But most interestingly, what's the exact service that this person received, how much time it took, how much money it took. And that allows us to be able to identify whether it needs to be seen by a human, whether it can be straight through processed, and whether this spending was within limits. And similarly, you can see the English example here as well. Here, the customer's car needed to get restarted. And we have a very easy to use interface to make any changes to this. Here you are seeing some data fields on the right-hand side, and I can very easily assign different data fields or make corrections here. And once I confirm this, this becomes part of our continuous learning. So that part, I mean, here I skipped it over in a few seconds, but with a 10-minute training, operators are able to use our tools. And for some case studies. So we work with, I mentioned some global top 10 insurers. One, we have been working with their Portuguese business. They are processing vehicle insurance claims. And with them, we are processing about 1 million documents per year. And we have achieved significant straight-through processing rates, reduced upcoding and fraud, and just the operational savings with the ability to do straight-through processing has unlocked multi-million operational savings in a relatively small country operation, which we are looking to expand with them. The program was also quite beneficial for us. We are working with the plug-and-play partners, leading German insurer from northern Germany. Again, similarly, they have complex vehicle-related documents. We have an ongoing POC with them. There are other use cases as well. We work with medical data with a large US insurer, and we help them take out personally identifiable information automatically from documents. So if you have any questions about data security, integration, or other topics, happy to talk. Thank you very much.